All right, we're ready to do test number 2, possibly 3 tests. What we're going to do differently is I'm going to run these 2 cars running the Sunbeam, these 2 running the Fusion, these 2 the Duracell, and these 2 the Energizer batteries. So we're going to go ahead and get these started because this is going to be a long day, I'm assuming, after that last test with the Sunbeam. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to work out. So again, this is just for fun, so please, be nice on the comments. So let's get started. All right, here we go. We're ready. Batteries are all in. Let's go ahead and set the clock. We're going to set it for noon. And we're going to turn these all on, and it's going to be a long day. Again, we all know how the last test worked out, so alright. Okay, here we go. We've got the Sunbeam, we've got the Rayovac Fusion, the Duracell, and the Energizer. Okay, we're just coming into the hour here. Still running nice and strong. Really don't see much of a difference with any of these cars. One thing I forgot to mention is on the Rayovac, it states right on here that no alkaline battery lasts longer. So, that's going to be interesting to watch. I know on the last test, some of them, they had said that they last longer than others. None of these say anything other than the Rayovac. So, here they are, first hour under our belt, so stay tuned. All right, we're getting into the 2 hours, and I was reviewing the first video, and we really shouldn't start seeing anything until the 3 hour and 50 minute mark, where the Duracell started to fail, or actually failed. So we'll kind of watch the Duracell 3 hours and 50 minutes. The Energizer was 4 hours and 35 minutes in the last video. And then the Fusion was the 4 hours and 53 minutes. And then obviously the Sunbeam was the 7 hours and 42 minutes. So kind of curious to see how things are going to go. I have noticed that this car has started to slow down a little bit. I'm not exactly sure. Again, it could be the cars. I know some of the comments were, I'm using these cars from the dollar store and so forth. But, hey, it's just a fun little video. I'm not going to get into the technical side of it because that's not what it's all about. All right, let's go to the next hour. All right, here we are into the 3rd hour, and we should start to see some things according to the last test, especially on the Duracell. They're all still running pretty strong. I mean, slightly slowing down on a couple of them, but nothing major. But according to the first test, we should start seeing something within the hour. Okay, here we go. As you see, it just died. This is one of the Dollar Tree batteries that had just died on me. So that's the first one that has gone down. Very surprising because in the last test, so I'm glad I've got 2 cars running that. Same package. So we've got, what do we have? We have 3 hours and 52 minutes on this car right here. So 1 down. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have this from the last video. I'll have this little blue plug here to put in there so we can see which ones are down. So the rest of them are still going. Okay, coming up into the, we're just into the 4 hour mark. We got the Duracell that is just about done. Okay, so there we go. 4 hours, 2 minutes, 1 minute on the Duracell. So another one down. Go ahead. So we've got one of the Sunbeams down and one of the Duracells down. Interesting enough, on the last test, on the Duracell, it was 3 hours, 50 minutes. So about 11 minutes longer on the Duracell this time, on this test. Okay, we'll go on to the next hour, or according to this, we may see something from the Energizer start kicking in, possibly. The Fusion should start kicking in as well, start failing. Alright, until then. And it all, like we saw in the last video, the old Sunbeam, about 4.5 hours on the second set. Amazing. I'm not sure what the difference on those batteries. The same, bought it from the same place. The only difference I can see on this package here, Sunbeam is just about done. The date on it is 2014. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. Maybe the ones I bought last time were newer. The Duracell's still going, and the date on that one was, I saw that earlier, 2016. So the Sunbeam is out. The Sunbeam is out. All right, the Rayovac is still going strong. The Energizer Bunny is still going strong. We have one Duracell. All right, let's continue on. Okay, we're coming up into the 5-hour 15 mark, and it looks like the Energizer Bunny card number 7 is about ready to go. So it's kind of amazing how this test is working out. It's completely different than the first test. So you know what? It has a lot to do with probably when the batteries were made. You know, it's crazy. There it is. Energizer Bunny card number 7 is down. So we are down to the Fusion, one Duracell, and one Energizer battery left. Now, interesting enough, the package here says that it is the longest lasting, no alkaline battery lasts longer. So who knows? This is just test number 2. I will be doing this again one more time after this test is complete, and then I'm done. There's a lot of work that goes into this. Alright, let's carry on. Okay, looks like the Energizer battery, looks like the Energizer is coming down. Okay, here we go. Energizer, last card number 8. 5 hours. Okay, 5 hours and about 45 minutes, roughly. Okay, so the Energizer is down. Energizer's out. So I'm not sure what the bunny rabbit's running on television, but they're done. So mark that one down. Duracell is kind of right behind him, looks like. And here we go. The Fusion is seems to be going pretty good. Well, let's keep right on and going. All right, I couldn't get the camera turned on in time, but the last Duracell just went down. So we're down to the Fusion, Rayovac Fusion batteries left. So, and they're starting to slow down. But the Duracell, one of the things I noticed about the Duracell is when they start to go, they go fast. And I was kind of watching it, and it did just that. So Duracell is gone. So they did pretty good. Almost 6.5 hours. So right down the Duracell. Now, obviously, the Fusion has outlasted this test. But I'm going to go ahead and see how long the Fusion lasts. Because if you remember the first video, these ones here outlasted everybody. So let's go ahead and see if we can get about half an hour out of these. Into the 7-hour mark, and as you can see, the Rayovac Fusion is still going. I mean, card number, what is that? Number 4 is just about dead. So I think we can pretty much call that at 7 hours. But I'll write down when it dies. I'll write down when it dies. I may not get it on camera. I'll try to. But we're in the 7 hours, and see, card number 3 is going pretty good. Now, the Sunbeam on the first test was 7 hours and 42 minutes. So if this goes past this 42 minutes, then it beat the Sunbeam. So we'll wait and see. So I know what some of the comments said, you know, the windings may be different in the cars. I understand that. These are all from the Dollar Tree. But, you know, a parent is not going to go in there and say, you know, I'd like to have a battery-operated car, but can I have one that the windings are a little bit different than the one I got last time? So it's tough. It's really a tough call on how these work. Because still, the Energizer Bunny and the Duracell, they should have really gone a lot further. I mean, like the ads say. But that's okay. That's all right. It's just for fun. So that's just about ready to go. I'm not sure. I won't call it. I won't call it. I'll let it go. And then we'll come back and see where we're at on the Fusion. Okay, well, we're well into the 8-hour mark here, a little after as well. Card number 4, that died at 7:22. And now card number 3, that's on its way out. So I'm not as sure if you could really consider this dead. I mean, I like to have them go until they completely stop working. This one here went a lot longer, like this one here is. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let it run. I'm going to let it run down. So obviously you would not be playing with this little car if it's that dead, but it probably wouldn't even move. But I want to let it go just like the rest of them. So, but interesting enough, the package said that it's no alkaline battery, lasts longer. So it did last longer than all the rest of them. So I'm going to let this go for a little bit, and I'll be back. Oh, I just missed it. I just missed it. So 7 hours, no, 8 hours, 20 minutes. That finally died. So again, this one not at all that I expected. So the Energizer Duracell, obviously they died a lot sooner than I had thought. I mean, I thought the second test, maybe again the cars or something like that. I don't know. I was surprised at the Sunbeam because it did so well in the very first video. So Rayovac, they did exactly like they said they would. No alkaline battery lasts longer, so they did. They went all the way to the end. So, all right. So that's the last battery. And what I'm going to do again is I will do this test probably one more time. I'll buy another set of cars just like I did here. I got a bunch of these stockpiled. I'll buy another bunch. Put them all back on here, probably use the same batteries, do one more test, and then we're done with this. And maybe we'll do some other type of test with a different device or so forth. So, well, that was a lot of fun. So, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and thanks an awful lot for watching.